Have you seen the opening to Final Fantasy X-2 recently? Do you still feel that same cringe that you felt when you originally watched it? In this video, I want to do a reaction, not cold, to Final Fantasy X-2 and evaluate it whether it was actually effective for the game that was made or not. You may find that you have a different perspective on the game than you once had when you originally saw this cutscene. Okay, let's start with here. This is the opening shot. So you can see that it's an establishing shot of a landscape. We're looking at Luca. It's the Blitzball Stadium. We know that we're in the Eternal Calm, that this is sometime in the future. We have immediately established the same aquatic feel as Final Fantasy X-2 with the boats, with the Blitzball Stadium, with its aqua thing going on. We know from this that there is an event happening, and you can also see that the sphere dome is starting to rotate like, okay, there is an event. It's also a sunny day. It looks beautiful. There's seagulls. This must be a moment in the Eternal Calm where everything is happy. Oh, I also just barely saw this because I'm seeing this high resolution, but there is a line of people. It's really hard to see. They're just moving. There's a line of people, I think, trying to get into the stadium. So this suggests that this event is huge. You can also see here there's a strange, like, electrical looking, I want to say electrical looking lines going into the sphere as this shot is ending. Now we see we're not in a Blitzball Stadium, or we're in the Blitzball Stadium, but there's no Blitzball. We're seeing a huge crowd of people. Like, this place is to the brim. People are so excited about this. And also, I need to point out that this scene actually mirrors Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X pretty much opens with Blitzball, with a Blitzball game. So we have another event where someone's famous, really famous, and there is a huge stadium packed with people. Okay, so we have a scene. It's a behind the scenes thing. So a security guard was knocked out. You can see this mysterious goth-like character doing a salute to someone off screen. And knowing what we know about Pain, she's a crusader, so maybe that kind of explains why she's doing a salute. Maybe people do salutes in the Crusaders. Now we are getting a mystery, a sense of a mystery right here. That there's this character, she is on a mission behind the scenes, and maybe something isn't right happening with this concert. So who's this person off screen? Oh, and we see Riku. But we don't know it's Riku except for the text that's going to be underneath right here. We also don't see her face, and her hair is completely different. She just looks more mature, in a way, from the outset. We have lights. We have an electric guitar and an aircraft that looks brand new. I mean, that makes you think, okay, we're in this new world where Machina is okay, and where we're now manufacturing new aircrafts, and electric guitars are now a thing. Like, how much innovation can happen in such a short amount of time? This Buddha thing, someone in the comments tell me what this is, because I don't know, but it looks super steampunk with the trumpets on it. I don't know if this is an old Spira or a new Spira invention, but it's pretty shiny. We have the reveal of Yuna. And this is really interesting. I think this is a very purposeful choice because, look, Yuna, for one, her reveal is with her eyes closed. Like, she's in a dream, right? The old Yuna. Like, she's in a packed stadium. There's people cheering. There's high energy. And yet she is standing just kind of her head limp and asleep. She also does look like Yuna. You can see that her nose is the same. I just did a video on this. Her nose has that little pinch. She has the same eyebrows that she had before. This is the 100% the old Yuna, and she's so pretty, and it gives me this thrill, this excitement. But at the same time, Yuna does contrast this world that she is in with her formality. We have already Riku very much dressed down. We have a big, huge stadium. Yuna doesn't really look like she's dressed for the part. He has a little walking animation. Oh, she's so cute. I wish she could stay like this forever. And we have the reveal. There's the microphone. And the new outfit. And then Yuna. So what's interesting to me here is that they say, this is Yuna. I think that they really had to make this scene happen, even though if you think about it, it kind of doesn't make sense. Why is the old Yuna there? Why does she transform into the new Yuna? Why? That's never explained, but I think that they had to show you, okay, this is the new Yuna. There needs to be some way of establishing it right away, and this is how they chose to do it. Her outfit too, she has it's pretty cool here, her half and half thing going on. She clearly has, with the skirt, a very Xanarkand inspired look. Oh, she still has the sleeves too. And her hair is spiked. I think that they did that to make her look more like Tidus. On top of that, Yuna being in the center of the Blitzball Stadium, we now know Yuna is the Blitzball star in this game, not Tidus. I think her voice match is really good. I feel like this voice sounds like Yuna, and it's really cute. She has backup dancers just materialize, and they are holograms, and they're identical. I think, do we ever see that ever again? I think they later turn into LeBlanc's goons. Her binoculars are so impractical. Okay, so that guard actually is confronting Riku, like, hey, what are you doing? Why does that guard suspect that Riku's up to something just because she has binoculars? Is it the way she's dressed? It must be LeBlanc's goons that know about Riku and Pain. So now we have Riku. Well, we know who Riku is. Would you be able to tell that that's Riku? Now, I'll say it in a second. Now, I'm just thinking about, why does everyone want to go to this concert to see Yuna sing? I don't know if that's ever clarified. A lot of things about this opening doesn't make sense if you think about it. But it's very cool. I love the hey you. I want you to take a look at this. Look to the left. I mean, I don't know if you can see it because my face might be covering it, but there is someone covering her face like this. And they're all looking at Pain just kicking this guy in the face. Oh, and also look at this. So the font, the Pain font, and also the Riku and the Yuna, I think that they are very Final Fantasy X inspired font, but it also has the bubbliness and the softness, especially in the Pain, like those lines around it kind of looks like the New Yevon Eye a little bit. Do you see it too? Anyway, it is the font is still very Final Fantasy X inspired, but it has that bubbly look that is Final Fantasy X too, and I really like that. Oh, so when Pain is sliding down, there's people cheering for her, which is kind of weird. I mean, they're just knocking out security guards. People should think, what? They should be in horror, but I guess it's fine. Wow. It's pretty spectacular. All right, so was that an actual effective opening to Final Fantasy X-2? I think yes. There's multiple reasons for that. The music is introducing a different tone. Pain and Riku just knocking out guards left and right easily actually is a lot like the gameplay, because a lot of the characters, the three girls, are like Mary Sue's, and they're able to just easily dominate the world. So they're easily able to knock people out. Yuna can just sing and dance because, of course, Yuna can sing and dance. That is what Final Fantasy X-2 is. We also have electrical music. We have just a completely different upbeat tone. The characters, the designs are different. They show us the old Yuna and then show us the new Yuna. Their mission style of handling things, Pain and Riku, I get the sense that the gameplay is going to be like that there is going to be a mission style of gameplay, even though we haven't gotten to that part yet. What the game is doing in tone and in story, it is setting up the expectation for everything that comes afterward. It is actually an effective Final Fantasy X-2. Anyway, I'm thinking about making a video on Real Emotion, analyzing the lyrics. Let me know if you're interested in that. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you visited my stream. My link is in the description. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!